Connection to Cole Beasley. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line.
Let's get off the field. 42.
They'll run here with Singletary. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Singletary, the ball carrier.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Cook with a run on 1st down, but he'll only manage a couple there before he's taken down.
Cook, the ball carrier. He was brought down by
from the 40 now on 2nd down. Lock. That'll be complete to Cook.
Lock's pass.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quick.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he's got some space here. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Complete to Cole Beasley.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Bills 1st down.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
No gain on the screen there at 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. He'll buy some time right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. That one was intended for John Brown. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
And again, it's Allen. They'll roll him out right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Intended for Cole.
Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash.
A 44-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. So good work there to get points just before the half as they add on to their lead.
As trite as it sounds, every little bit helps. That's exactly what they're going for. Anytime you get a chance to put points on the board, you take it.
And they didn't leave the other side with much time at all on the clock. Hamler now to return it. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this 2nd half as they trail, and we are back underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Forced out to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit. In the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end.
Complete to Dawson Knox. A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's
now Allen to throw on 3rd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Backed up now from their own 4 as they come up 2nd down. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now this time, Wentz will throw. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
at the 39-yard line.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Now the Broncos' big-ticket acquisition, it's Melvin Gordon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
50-yard line.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Check 13, check 13. Watch twist, watch twist.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Murphy made the tackle. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Wentz. Out quickly to Judy. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 37. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there. Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
That's good.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions have plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now Wentz. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Tim Patrick, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. So up comes Wentz as he and the guys on offense here will go for 2. They're going to give it to Gordon. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Bills 23, Broncos 6.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Wentz now on first down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. Well, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Working from the gun, Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
He can run for it, and he will. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. From the gun, it's Wentz. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Watch the pass. 49 the Mike. 49 the Mike. I'm coming.
On 1st down, Wentz escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. And some room to work. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
14.
Stephon Diggs, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Makes the score.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Hamler now to return it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return. The Broncos take over 1st and
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The sack there by Trent Murphy.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Fielded at the 20. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They go right back to Singletary. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. The Bills on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. They'll run on first down. Singletary. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 31. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 31, Allen. The left side caught by Diggs.
Allen's pass complete to Stephon Diggs. A gain of 7. First down.
On first down, Singletary. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape. Singletary again. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
3 yards. It's now 4th down.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And that's caught by Beasley. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here.
Just like that. Just like that.
And they'll try to run it in with Singletary. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
36. Broncos 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Hamler now to return it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into net? Blitz coming, and down he goes. A.J. Klein leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
82.
Shotgun now for Wentz. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. Early on, you hit on it. Needing to avoid the big play. Easier said than done, though. There's a big touchdown.
Yeah, but the big thing is when he does get his catches, you've got to tackle him and get him on the ground. Obviously, weren't able to do it on that one.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2nd down.
To try again after the sack. Allen. He hits Beasley right side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Final score, Bills.
And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.